A coalition centered against banditry and terrorism has allegedly accused Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal for allegedly financing banditry and illegal gold mining activities in the state for personal gain. Speaking at a press conference, Executive Director Yakubu Dauda accused Governor Lawal of paying terrorism and subversive elements over 1.3 billion naira to sustain his profit from illegal mining activities. Dauda revealed that the funds were paid to notorious terrorist kingpin, including Chikala Dogo Gide, Chikala Bello, Toji, and Ado Alero, among others, to unleash more mayhem on communities with gold deposits. The coalition demanded a full investigation into the sponsorship of terrorism in the Northwest, calling for prosecution of all persons connected with the insecurity in Zamfara State and in the Northwest. Dauda urged anti-graft agencies to confirm the transactions, freeze accounts associated with the beneficiaries, and put them on trial for terrorism financing.
You must by now be familiar with a distributive release in the public domain showing the approval by the Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal that authorized payment of the sum of 1,378,000,000 naira to terrorists, bandits, and other subversive elements that are responsible for the insecurity, killings, and kidnapping plaguing the Northwest and other parts of Nigeria. Contrary to the lies told in the approval, Governor Lawal's main motive is to sustain his profit from illegal mining activities, which is his sole business. The funds paid to the terrorists seems to have been for them to unleash more mayhem on communities with gold deposit, especially since there has been an uptick in attack in the aftermath of the payment. For context, the funds transferred to these terrorists were done solely at the discretion of the Governor Lawal. There is nowhere in the approval that states that these criminals' enterprise was undertaken with the neighboring state or the federal government. The expenditure of the amount for aiming terrorists and mobilizing subversive of this Nigerian state did not pass through the Zamfara State House of Assembly as well, if only the secure its robbers stamp approval. Just to be clear, Governor Lawal paid the bandit kingpins as follows. 1. Kachala Dogo Gidi, 200 million. 2. Kachala Bello Turji, 200 million. 3. Ado Alero, 200 million. 4. Kachala Halilu Sububu, 150 million naira. And 5. Gwaska Dankarami, 150 million. He also paid subversive elements who he described as media promoters as follows. 6. Sahara reporters, 100 million. Number 7, Jackson Udi. He paid 158 million. Number 8, Bashir Hadeja. He paid 100 million naira. Number 9, Shuaibu Mongadi, 50 million naira. Number 10, Tijani Lamaran, 50 million. Number 11, Tambaki Commander, he paid 20 million. We want to note a few other things immediately. Firstly, the approval had this clause implement the project, which left us wondering, what project? The payment cannot be the project, since the payment is meant to get the terrorists to commit the certain deliverables. What are these deliverables?
The Center Against Banditry and Terrorism, however, praised Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Mohammed Bello Matawale, for his efforts in reviewing the ongoing anti-banditry and counter-terrorism operations in the Northwest region. expressing hope that the banditry problem will soon be addressed. The group, however, said its review of the ongoing anti-banditry and counter-terrorism operations in the Northwest region has reassured that banditry as a problem will one day be a thing of the past.
It is worrisome that Governor Dauda Lawal and the Zamfara state government have not cleared the air on this criminal payment to terrorists since the leak of that document. Governor Lawal's silence is an acceptance of culpability. This must now attract consequence because the evil he perpetrated in Zamfara affects the whole of Nigeria. We are only fortunate by the ray of hope offered by the Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Mohammed Bello Matawali, through his visit to the Nigerian Army's 8th Division headquarters in Sokoto State. His review of the ongoing anti-banditry and counter-terrorism operation in the Northwest region has assured us that the banditry problem will one day be a thing of the past. Gentlemen of the press, the Center Against Banditry and Terrorism can only end if we all join hands to take the war to the sponsors of the terrorist gangs. We demand a full investigation of those behind the sponsorship of terrorism in the Northwest. We expect that Mr. President will issue an effective and executive order to accelerate the naming and prosecution of all persons connected with the insecurity in Zamfara State and the Northwest to rid that part of Nigeria of terrorism. We urge the anti-graft agencies to confirm the transactions in the document, freeze all accounts associated with listed beneficiaries, and put recipients on trial for terrorism finances.